This doesn't look like any fossil that I've seen in this creek before. Curiouser and curiouser. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Finding Fossils with Sean on the S'mores and Dinosaurs YouTube channel. First and foremost, happy National Fossils Day. That's right, it's National Fossils Day, and I decided what better way to celebrate National Fossils Day than to going out for another fossil hunt on my favorite creek bed. Now, when you go fossil hunting, you never know what you may find. You may find a lot, you may find nothing at all. So hopefully we find something, but if not, I've maybe got one or two little surprises I brought along with me. So come on, let's go find some fossils. Now sometimes when I'm fossil hunting, and I have the guides, as you might have seen in the first episode, I can identify a lot, but sometimes I find things that even stump me. I found this earlier, and wow, in the shadow, I mean, it clearly looks like something. I really feel like this is a fossil. I just don't know what. I looked in the book, and this has a distinct shape, and it actually looks like it's showing up even better on camera, but I just don't know what it is. And maybe that just means that the resources I'm using right now aren't good enough. But fortunately, it's a rock. It's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to take it back to my home to study. It clearly, obviously, I mean, it doesn't look like, and it doesn't have any of those signature traits that I would call bryozoa. But it's also so thin that I wouldn't necessarily classify it as a cephalopod. So this really has me for a stumper. I genuinely do not know what this is. So even if I don't find, I haven't found a lot of unique stuff on today's particular hunt, but I'm excited because this has provided me with something new, something I can explore, something I can delve more into. What is this? So with this being the first National Fossils Day that we're celebrating on the channel, I thought I'd bring in something special. like I said, you never know what you're going to find when you go fossil hunting, so I brought in a ringer. This is one of my favorite fossils that I've ever found. I did not find this in this creek. I found this over a decade ago, and I'll bring it in really close so you can see. Look at that. So this is really a rather large cephalopod fossil from the Ordovician. It should be from the Ordovician period, not the Devonian, because the creek I found this in had all Ordovician era fossils. There goes the chipmunk. Many years ago, I was a nature director for a Boy Scout camp, and one of the activities I did at my camp was to bring the kids out into the creek, and this creek was just filled with fossils and snakes and the occasional bobcat. But of the fossils, we found this remarkable specimen once. We found it. And I, all through my life, had only really found crinoids and brachiopods. This was the first time I found something this significant, and such a good quality of it too, that I've always kept it with me. I wish I could camp. I wish I could go fossil hunting there again, but unfortunately that's now private property. Maybe one day, maybe I'll be able to convince the property owner to let me go fossil hunting in there again, and I can bring you along with me. But I definitely wanted to share a fossil that was very special to me today on this National Fossils Day. So we're coming to the close of this episode of Finding Fossils with Sean. We found a few things today. We got to find some mysteries today, and perhaps I have one last mystery for you. What is this? This doesn't look like any fossil that I've seen in this creek before. Curiouser and curiouser. No, I know what this is. This is actually a casting, a replica of an Allosaurus claw. Allosaurus was a large theropod that lived in North America, and I just love this claw. I thought it would be fun to have something that's clearly not an Ordovician fossil here. What I love about this claw, this is just one claw. One claw that would have been on one finger. So if you think about it, and this is what I like about it, it's like, look at that. If you look at my whole hand as somewhat of a joint for this claw, that would have been one finger on an Allosaurus. This was truly a predator, a killer, a master of its domain in its time. So we can count ourselves fortunate that we don't have to deal with these such creatures anymore. Then again, wouldn't it be fantastic if we did? Well, I want to thank you for watching today's episode of Finding Fossils with Sean. Happy National Fossils Day, and I hope that you'll come back again for another adventure. See you very soon. Bye.